Hello, this is Krystal, and thank you so much for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today I will be reading from the beginning of The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs, A New History of a Lost World by Steve Brusatte. Prologue. The Golden Age of Discovery. A few hours before light broke on a cold November morning in 2014, I got out of a taxi and pushed my way into Beijing's Central Railway Station. I clutched my ticket as I fought through a swarm of thousands of early morning commuters, my nerves starting to jingle as the departure time for my train ticked ever closer. I had no idea where to go. Alone, with only a few words of Chinese in my vocabulary, all I could do was try to match the pictographic characters on my ticket to the symbols on the platforms. Tunnel vision set in, and I barreled up and down the escalators, past the newsstands and noodle joints, like a predator on the hunt. My suitcase, weighed down with cameras, a tripod, and other scientific gear, bounced along behind me, rolling over feet and smacking into shins. Angry shouts seemed to come at me from all directions, but I didn't stop. By now, sweat was pouring through my downy winter jacket, and I was gasping in the diesel haze. An engine roared to life somewhere ahead of me, and a whistle sounded. A train was about to depart. I staggered down the concrete steps leading to the tracks and, to my great relief, recognized the symbols. Finally, this was my train, the one that would be shooting northeastward to Jinzhou, a Chicago-sized city in Old Manchuria, a few hundred miles from the frontier with North Korea. For the next 4 hours, I tried to get comfortable as we crawled past concrete factories and hazy cornfields. Occasionally, I nodded off, but I couldn't still back much sleep. I was far too excited. A mystery was waiting at the end of the journey, a fossil that a farmer stumbled upon while harvesting his crops. I had seen a few grainy photos, sent to me by my good friend and colleague, Jun Cheng Lu, one of China's most famous dinosaur hunters. We both agreed it looked important. Maybe even one of those holy grail fossils, a new species preserved in such an immaculate way that we can sense what it was like as a living, breathing creature, tens of millions of years in the past. But we needed to see it ourselves to be sure. Please join me here next week as I read from The Dinosaur Lords by Victor Milan. If you are interested in this book, you can check it out on the Libby app, or you can get it through Evergreen. Thank you and have a great week.